Tokyo. I recently spent a weekend in Tokyo, Japan. I was there on business, so I didn't have as much time to explore the city as some of my friends did when they visited. Still, I had enough time to get a pretty good feel for what it's like being in Tokyo as a tourist. I was in Tokyo for a weekend and had the time of my life. I was in Tokyo for a weekend and had the time of my life. The weather was perfect, which allowed us to explore all over the city. We ate some amazing food and met some very friendly people who were happy to show us around their city. The architecture and culture were unlike anything I'd ever seen before. The buildings were so tall that they seemed to touch the sky, but they also had such beautiful designs on them that it made me feel like I was walking through an art gallery. One thing I really enjoyed was listening to people speak Japanese. One of the things I really enjoyed was listening to people speak Japanese. Not only is it a beautiful language, but there are subtle differences in pronunciation that make each person's speech unique. If you listen closely, you'll hear how some words are emphasized or elongated and others are spoken quickly with little inflection or emotion. This helps add variety and interest to conversations. It also helps if you know some basic phrases like, thank you, arigato, and good morning, ohayou gozaimasu. I thought the people were very friendly, even though they didn't speak English all the time. For example, when we wanted to go somewhere and didn't know where it was or how to get there, people would try to help us. They also tried their best to understand what we wanted when we couldn't speak Japanese and vice versa. In fact, they were very nice to us when we didn't know what to do, or what to say. People were very helpful and patient with us when we didn't understand them. They would repeat things multiple times until I understood what they meant and could respond appropriately in Japanese. The subway is so efficient and easy to use, that it makes it possible for people who aren't comfortable yet with speaking Japanese to be able to get around easily. The subway is so efficient and easy to use, that it makes it possible for people who aren't comfortable yet with speaking Japanese to be able to get around easily. The subway system in Tokyo is one of the best ways to see the city and also get from one place to another. The trains run on time, so if you miss your connection there's usually another one coming soon after. If you don't know where exactly you're going yet but still want a general idea of where things are located geographically, like north versus south, just look at a map. Before getting on the train you'll find one posted above each platform entrance as well as inside each car next to its door number, which corresponds with its stop. I think Tokyo is a wonderful city for foreign tourists. Tokyo is one of the biggest cities in the world, and it's also one of the best places to visit as a tourist. The city has lots of things to see and do, including museums, parks, temples and shopping districts. If you're into food or history then Tokyo is great for those too. The transportation system can sometimes be confusing but once you get used to it then traveling around Tokyo becomes very easy. The trains run frequently so there's no waiting around at stations like in some other countries I've visited before, like Italy. Another reason why I think Tokyo is such an exciting place for foreign tourists is because everyone here is so friendly. They'll always greet each other with a smile when passing by on escalators or sidewalks, even if they don't know each other personally yet still show some respect towards each other's presence by saying hello back when being addressed directly by name instead just saying yes, without actually looking up from phone screens like back home where people seem more focused on keeping themselves occupied rather than interacting directly with those around them. Tokyo is a wonderful city for foreign tourists.